Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we left off we were engaged in battle. We still had not officially lost, but we've essentially officially lost here. So we're going to try to see if we can get stuff back in action or not. You can see they're actively destroying things a little farther down. I believe we are out of all of the resources that are necessary to make things right now. So we're kind of screwed is the right word. But we'll see if we can come up with something that might save us here a bit. Who knows? Our main area here is still mostly functioning. Like, we have work to do, but it's still not, like, dead. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on the bottom right there as that goes on. Let's take a look and see here what we lost. All right, so this whole crew is going to come over here, I think, because we need some support over there. Trying to give power back to the places that need it. And what are we missing that we don't have right now? Silicon. Okay, that sucks, because... Oh, hold on, we can... There we go. We're slowly bringing it back. We're not going to last very long, but that's okay. We at least tried. All right, we are kind of bringing it in home a little bit better here. There's just the one guy remaining, so we can knock him out hopefully here. All right. We're not in great shape, but we're also not in terrible shape. I was fully expecting that we'd totally meet our demise. That would be end of days, it's over. But no, we're still alive. I mean, we're not going to be alive for long. We know that. But we can pretend. All right, we're going to load up those cabinets there of stuff. Hopefully we'll get something more. It doesn't seem to be likely, but one can hope and dream. And what I really need to do is set up silicon production, because that's what's holding us back right now. Let me see if I can go over here and do something else. Now I know we're not going to we're gonna lose this one, and that's okay. What I'm more interested to see right now is what can we do to kind of figure out a way down the road here where we can be successful. So let's see. If I throw an overflow onto there, if I put it there, I should be able to just have that merge into there, right? There we go. Okay. So I'm hoping that helps. I don't really know. We'll find out, I guess, here. Hopefully we can get one defensive piece in place. There we go. Getting closer. Come on, baby. All right. This thing I think is toast for now, because we definitely aren't going to have silicon for a long time to get that supported. We have about a minute before the bad guys come, so like we're not gonna last long here. I should not spend my resources doing this, but I'm going to. What I should be spending resources on is building stuff like that. something that we actually have a hope of completing. But silicon production should not be a big deal for us if we can stay safe for just a little longer. I think we'll be okay getting that established. The other concern is power. Where are we at with our power situation here? No, we're fine. We lost all the things that use up tons of power. All right, so let's pause this real fast. We'll go in here. The problem is that even if we make it here, it doesn't matter because we don't have a place to put it. So that's kind of a pipe dream. Is there another place where we could do this at? I suppose I could put it on this line coming out of there. That's a long haul, but it very well may be the only option we have and may be completely worth it. All right, so let's see what that looks like. All right, let's see what that does. Throw this right there. All right, that's good. Now we can throw an overflow on there. Now, hopefully I can use that to help salvage some of this stuff. All right, that at least provided a much larger area. If we take a look at the map. Up here they come. Got locusts coming. But hey, we withstood that. Okay. And I know we had a guardian coming at some point here in the near future as well, which is deeply, deeply concerning. All right. So this area is protected, quote unquote, all right for right now. We have lots of tungsten, some more graphite down there. How are we doing tungsten wise? It's not so bad. Carbides are brutal. All right, let's rebuild this up here so we can gather up more resources as we need them. All right, we're gonna try to double up some of this stuff here. We just need to get silicon production on point right now because we're getting hammered. So if we can get that up to speed, we'll be in much, much better shape. But for right now, we gotta worry about that. Oh, we still have enemies remaining? Poopy pants. Oh, here they come. They're over here, attacking all of our things. Our core is under attack actively. Never a good sign. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, repair the things that are leaking. Oh my god. Now I know somebody mentioned using electric heaters and stuff to get things going, but it just seems like a pipe dream right now to get stuff functioning properly. We really need his A-Flick to come back into consideration here. I need some more disperses. I need everything. Like it's a hot mess of how we have this set up right now. All right, so I need to do an evaluation. Well, right now I have no weapons whatsoever to do anything with, but I need to really do an evaluation of what I can actually afford and what's going to actually be useful for me. All right, so that area there is relatively protected. I think they're going to just come up here and loop around, and there's not a whole hill of beans I can do about that. I could put one of these in place over here. I would need to make some hydrogen production, which I can easily do. Yeah, I need to do that. It's not like a thing I want to do right now. It's something that's a have to do. Okay. So do that. Water coming out of there. Water coming there. Nope, can't go there. JK, LOL. All right, go there. Pop, pop. And then we need to reroute this whole thing too. Okay, so... All right, at least building that's the easy part. I also need, this needs power too, right? Do they need power? No. Okay. Whew. Okay. That makes life a little bit easier. The our other thing needs power for sure, but that's an easier problem to fix. And they run on hydrogen? Yeah. Okay, that's step one. I do want to get one of those little regen projector thingies up here because we desperately need it. They use a little bit of power, but that's about it. And if we can use it to keep things safe, I would really like to do that if possible. Do the same thing over here, I think. All right, there we go. We got that going. This is all good. It needs more water, but there's not a lot I can do about that right now. Where's our repair unit point thingy? Put that coming off of there just cause. So we can repair those guys up. All right. So we have 3 minutes and 40 something seconds. We have to just survive waves. So like we don't have any crazy stuff to do. We have two methods we could use to approach this. What I could keep doing is developing these areas with more defenses and hope that they don't get smarter. Like if they just came up around here, it's game over. Like I don't have nothing over here. Their spear point is this afflict. I'd like to expand out a little bit more if possible to grab some of these. And I think I could do a little bit more with that stuff. But again, it's just stuff that requires time and effort that we don't necessarily have. Taking a look, disperses. They can also use tungsten. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. So that all got screwed up there. This one. No, all I want coming out of that is this. Get rid of that. Crap. Okay, we got that. So now I need to unload the things that we don't need in there, which is just silicon. Okay. There we go. It's super dumb, but it works. All right. So if we have thorium there, that means we can afford another one of our Titans. Put that like over here, maybe. And we'll see what that does. I didn't realize our beryllium stuff was shut down as well, so that's a problem. So we'll get that fixed up in short order. What else do you need? Oh, you need hydrogen. Poopy pants. Okay. Oh, somehow we have just an excess of hydrogen right there. That's a beautiful problem to have. All right, so we got that. That bad boy is up and running. And we need another one of those, like up here. Although these guys only, do they only fire at ground targets? Yeah, see, we have air targets coming at us here, so that's not actually going to help us at all. A luster is interesting because we just need nitrogen. But it's slow-moving single target laser at enemy targets. That sounds great, but I don't know if we can supply all the things it needs. So let's take a look real fast at nitrogen. That is here under the, not that one, the atmospheric condenser. It needs so much heat. That's our problem, is I can't generate that kind of heat or that kind of power. What I really need to do is grab this stuff from up here and make a legitimate power source, or see if there's something up there that can keep us safer. Because if we take a look at power here, if I'm able to get this pyrolysis generator started, I need slag, acrylite, and water. It's actually going to produce water out, and it's going to make crazy amounts of power. So I really need to get the slag. See, we have one here. Can I get another one going? I think we should be able to. So we'll do that. This one's going to come here and up. It's going to produce water, so that can come out of there and go down. And then we need this guy to go into there. And then we just need, nope, right there, my bad. That's going to get up there. All right, power-wise, we're really good. Everything else-wise, we definitely suck. All right, so let's see. These guys here that are turbine condensers, I can now switch those over to water condensers, hopefully. And just means that we should be able to supply much more water to the things that we need to have here. So that's another turbine condenser. Get that one up there to be water. There we go. Okay. So now hopefully we'll be supporting more O's. Oh, we have hydrogen there. We have enough. I think we can put on one of the little healer guys. Okay, that's working well. I need another one of these guys desperately. There's not enough of those to cover all of the problems that we have. So let's build more. Just to confirm, thorium, silicon, oh, they can do tungsten too. Okay. So what I could, in theory, do is just mine out this tungsten here and just set up a nice big air defense area there. Nah, it's not going to cover enough. Darn it. I thought I might be able to get away with it. We have tungsten up here, though, that I could definitely ship over to do stuff with. Now, the plasma bores require hydrogen. Do I have enough said? I do have tons of hydrogen over there. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. The advanced plasma board, that's what I needed. And that needs hydrogen, okay. Okay. So we need that going there, that going there. This is hydrogen, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Then I just need to figure out where the heck I'm going to route all this stuff, but that's future me problem. What do you not have? Oh, I'm just making that go the wrong way. My bad. Okay. So that's at least a good start, because we should be able to feed air defenses without having to do other stuff there. We're lacking... Oh, crap. We need carbide, don't we? All right, we'll get that at some point here. I'm going to stick this guy here. And then I should hopefully be able to do a nice little duct router, have that come down over here, then jump back into that. We're going to throw a little vault on there, a little duct unloader. Okay, then this I can bring over there. And while we're going to distribute some of this into the core, it's going to get split off as well. Because I need another one farther down here. How I'm going to do that, I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out, because we always figure it out. Just a matter of time, right? So that one's going to get split off of right there when I use the right tool. Oh no. Okay, that looks better, I think. We at least now have air units that can support lots of things. And I'm not sure what the difference in sizing here is. Like, why does this one have a larger range than what this one does? Does it come down to the ammo? Oh yeah, tile range. It does affect the range. So thorium does lots of damage, like not as more than tungsten, but the range is hit and also the fire rate is cut. So maybe these will be more useful to us. Probably not, but one can hope. All right, we got all of that. Let's go ahead and put in some other stuff here. Okay. I am cool with all of that stuff so far. I'm just going to feed all of that over to here so it fills up fully. Don't know why that one was looking weird. Did you see that? It wasn't looking like it was supposed to. I don't think I have a duct unloader there. We have all of that. We are on that. We have 110 enemies. My God, what is going on? Look at that. Look at that. 110. What the crap? Where did that come from? Where are they? What are they doing? 110 enemies? What are you talking about? Oh, did you see them? I saw them. We're screwed. Here they come to wreck the day. Yep, they're coming over here. These guys, I think we have handled at least a bit. Over here, not so much. Aw, crap. Oh boy. Oh boy. Which core is under attack? All the cores. Somehow we survived that area. We have 11 enemies remaining still, but we're kicking still. We're down, but not out. No, we're pretty out. Let's go over and take a look and see what's going on. But I think we're going to go witness our deaths here. All right, somehow we're still alive. Don't know how, but we exist. All right, let's get everything back into place, and then we can focus on defenses again. I need to shore that area up big time, and this area needs to get completely rebuilt. So let's hope that we can rebuild that quickly. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so our weak point there was that they were able to just come in and wipe out large portions of our defense there without really trying. So we're just going to try to see if we can protect some of this stuff a little bit better by just being annoying. Because if we can slow them down and they can't come through here real easily, that's going to be a way easier way for us to be successful here. And I should do the same thing over here just to be annoying, because that's what I like to do. Be annoying in video games. It's so much fun. All right, we have 4 minutes or so here before we have the next layer of problems to deal with, and we need to come up with quick solutions to those problems. So over here, what all are we sending down? Trying to find what would make the most sense. Like, obviously a Titan would be beautiful, but requires thorium, and we need to get that thorium. We can actually do it, I think. Okay, no, we can do this. We can do it. Okay. Titan's just ground units. I need air defenses here. So put that there. I wish we had some way of sorting stuff, but we don't have that, unfortunately, so we kind of just have to play dumb games. All right, so we'll do that. It's going to come into that. Then it's going to go into that. No. Going to go into that. Then we'll do a duct unloader. And we'll figure out the next steps here when we get a chance. Okay, this one is going to be responsible for just getting thorium done. Alright, and where do we have this sorting happening at? Okay, so I should be able to just throw it on the line with the that stuff there and be good to go. Alright, we'll do that. Get that going like so. That barely covers the area that we need to cover, but I'm a little desperate right now, so we're going to go with it. We also can't rebuild our afflict because we need more surge. So do I start spending the time to do that? I think we should start the time here. I'm trying to figure out what we should do to protect this area. Because right now it's a big unknown to me of how to best do this. We're going to have to play games, I think. Because I don't know the answer. Come on, surge production. Go faster. Don't remember where you're being made at, but go faster. And unfortunately, we don't have any ozone. Like, if we had lots of ozone, I would be putting in I'd be putting in some sublimates in here to just do the thing, but that's a rare thing that we have right now for whatever reason. I'm trying to identify more areas where we can produce it, but I don't see a whole lot right now. Might put one in there just for fun, because why not? Need power too? Alright, let's try to see if we can feed more stuff in here, because we got to figure out something. Come on, come on, come on, come on, because we lose this afflict, we're done. It's game over. End of days. We can't survive. Why are you still saying you don't have what you need? I mean, I know you're not topped off, but you have what you need. And of course I put that in backwards. My bad. All right, at least got that built. Thank God. All right, I should be able to split off of here. Get another disperse. We're just playing damage control right now, and this is not how I want to play, but somehow we're not dead yet, so we're going to keep playing this way because the inevitable death of our existence here is coming sooner rather than later, so let's just have some fun while we're waiting for it. Guardian in 2 waves. We're so screwed. We don't have anything that we need to be able to be successful here. But we'll play a good soldier and do the fun things. With 26 enemies coming, which means they're probably going to be better enabled here. Alright, we got that. Let's see, can we get some... I know these are not like top tier defensive techniques here, but if we can get some breaches in there, that might actually be semi-useful. Taking a look at our map. Oh, we have a massive line of bad guys coming that way. I do like watching little things disappear. That's fun. Uh-oh. Here comes more bad guys. Alright, let's go over here and see what is happening. Okay, that was better than before. Still have 9 enemies remaining. Looks like they're coming up the main route right now, which last time I think they were Locust. Oh, it's way more than that. It's way more than that. Poopy pants. That sublimate did a wonderful job. Look at that. We survived, baby. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't good, but it was us. We did it. Okay. So, we have some decisions to make on what we're doing exactly right now. Do I continue just strengthening this area up and just hope that we can endure? Or do we do some other fun things that I don't know what our options are for yet? Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, we at least were much more able to weather that storm that time around. We still have weaknesses across the board here, and we don't have a lot of units to do much with. So we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle right now with how we can approach solving some of these problems. These guys just not active? Like, what's going on over here? Somebody said I should be using radars a lot more, so I'm going to try putting in a radar and just see if we can get a little bit more information here. At least so we can see stuff, because I don't like parts of our base being entirely dark. Power-wise, we're still doing just fine. And we're getting ever closer to being able to afford better stuff. That's a whole lot of ozone, which means we can make a whole bunch of sublimates over here. All right, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop. I don't know if that's just going to encourage them to go this way, and then we're extra screwed, or if we just keep going. Do not know the answer to that. And I know I need to get more of these over onto the other side as well. All right, that's a whole bunch of ozone there. This thing doesn't use up much in the way of ozone, although I might try to get an electric heater. I know that somebody mentioned that before too. They use up stupid amounts of power, but to make that entire process for our phase synthesizer way better. And how much did that hurt our power? A whole lot. Okay, that sucks. At least we're getting more phase. Don't know what I can do with it, because I'd love to put like scathes and stuff, or this luster thing is very interesting to me. I really want to see this thing, but requires nitrogen and a lot of power, and we don't have either of those things right now, so can't do much with that. Taking a look up the front side here, I'm just trying to see. Oh, we have ozone there. All right, can I tap that back down onto this area? Okay, that's going to be a problem, so no, we can't do that. All right, let me pause this and see where exactly I can take that ozone from. We have also ozone there too. Man, we have so much of it just sitting around. All right, do we do the dumb thing? I kind of want to do the dumb thing. Okay. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's right next to the core. If we can at least protect the core a bit, maybe we can be more successful. I don't know. I probably should have focused a lot more of my time on building units too, instead of just defensive structures. All right, but those guys are all super happy. They have their ozone. And what I really need to do is get more ozone down here. I don't see a viable way of getting it down there easily. Although it is building up, like there is stuff going in there. I just want more. I don't know the answer to the question. Don't know how to solve this. Is that water going up? We don't need that water there. Power Power-wise, we're still okay. So I'm going to convert this one over into just for water pumping. That's going to disappear because we want all of the water for this getting pumped into this guy. Okay. That one's fine. That one appears to be fine. So I need to get rid of this guy here. Route those over a bit just so I have a little bit more room to work. Okay. Can I build one of my little defensive rebuildy things there? Please, 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 please. I can. Oh, you need hydrogen. Poop. Okay. I always mess that up. I don't know why, but I can never get that straight in my head. That actually might be better for us. Because now I should be able to take this, pull it over here, and put it directly into this line up there. So that absolutely has stuff flowing through. There's an increase of that stuff coming. Fantastic. Why do you not have power? All right, then we should be able to put another one there just cause. All right, that's going to be what it is, I think. We still have a little bit more time. Nothing obvious on the map. What I really need to do is save up for some of these bigger things, but I just can't afford them right now. Do we have any other areas? This is graphite walls. Cliff crusted plasma bores, that's what I wanted. Alright, I'm throwing everything at the wall right now and seeing what sticks, because we don't have time to do all of the fun things. Still doing okay power-wise. Alright. Pause the game here real fast. We're going to get a line of diffuses here. I know. And what I'm going to try to do here, if I can, is make like a self-contained unit so that I can just copy this and paste it around. We're going to see how that works out. I don't think it's going to work out well, but whatever. Because we only got a minute and 50 something seconds to go before they come, so we gotta move. There we go. At least they have ammo now. And the goal here is just to copy. All right, that's going to be our hope here. We're not sending out a ton of graphite. I thought we'd be getting a little bit more production out of that, but whatever. Come on, baby. We still only have 64. Just whatchamacallit. Surge. Goodness gracious. Alright, we got that. What I should have done is build a wall over here to just stop any random fun from coming up there. We've blocked up pretty much everything else. If you take a look at the map, this right side is blocked up. If it's well defended, probably not, but it's at least blocked up. This path is easy to go up. There's not a lot there. And then this path is easier. This is the easiest path in. It's just a whoop right in there, but there's not a lot I can do against that right now. All right, do I build another disperse here? Just to really make sure there is no aerial issues that we can possibly deal with. I'm very tempted to do more, but I shouldn't. I should not do that. So over here, let's see. If I were to put that like right there, does that cover more? Keeps that guy a little bit more in cover. Don't know if that really helps us or not. Well, we're going to do it anyway. Do 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 do. Oh, here they come. Alright, they got kicked out of that part pretty quick, but there's still lots of bad guys. They're getting eaten up over there, it looks like. Right, I want to go over here and see what's happening. Alright, they knocked out some of our stuff there. You can see the submates always give you a good indication of where their leading units are. Alright, we still have a number of enemies coming. They're coming up here. I'm going to focus on rebuilding this right now because there's not a lot I can do with that. Now, I'm not seeing enough guys drop out there. That's concerning. All right, looks like we got them all, which is more than I thought we would get done. So that's cool. I have no idea why they continue to attack that area there as hard as they do instead of just coming into this one and waltzing through everything, but I can't make up their minds for them. All right, let's go back over to our main base and see what type of horrible damage has been done. Oh, all of the horrible damage. But they at least didn't knock out our afflict. So that's a huge plus. They actually didn't do that much overall, it looks like. So I'm going to heal this guy up because we can't afford to lose him right now. Can I afford another one? No, I cannot. What do I have that can actually get down there that makes sense? All right, well, let's see if we can throw an electric heater at least. I know that's dumb and super unnecessary for what we're trying to do right now, but I need something. Okay, we have that. Luster's so close. I don't know what it does again, but I want it. And the Scathe, that thing was wild from before. It has phase. We have this. Do we have all the stuff? No, we're mixing the carbide to build that. Poopy pants. Okay. These guys were actually fairly effective, so I'm going to build more of these little outposts here. And we're going to see how annoying we can possibly be. All right, we don't have a lot of time, but again, this is wave 9 of 10, so I don't know what my priority should be right now, but I'm just going to continue building layers of defense and hope that that will do something for us. Let's see if we can at least build the pathway in for these so that at least make sure our stuff gets loaded in properly. It's getting done, slowly but surely. I know there are ways to have them build stuff for you, but I don't know what they are or how they work or any of that, so I'm not going to worry about it. We are making carbide somewhere, right? We need to make that faster. It's been at 73 for a long time. All right, once we get this back or built, we're going to go investigate and see if we can find something, anything that might help us out with that. I'm also going to, if we can, put a vent condenser in this spot. And then once we have that, hopefully be in good shape here. Notice that there's no fast forward for things in this one either. They just kind of, they are what they are. All right, so that's going to need power, but then we can run that, get the electrolyzer going like so. So I'm hoping I can just run water from there into that. Fantastic. What I'm trying to do is get it to where we can generate a whatchamacallit, defensive stuff here that we need. You guys all just need to move over there for a hot second so I can actually try to build stuff. All right, So that's hydrogen, that's our ozone. So what I hopefully can be able to do here is put in one of these guys, like up here. And another one right there. Do that. Make sure you have power. Make sure you have power. And then maybe put a repair point there. Get those guys repaired up a little bit, and then I'm going to fill this area. I guess they're going to stay up there, I guess. All right, we got 2 minutes. They've all been fixed up. That area's all been strengthened up. Let's see what other foolishness we can get into before we die. Do I want to do another afflict? Kinda. Am I going to? Probably not. But I do need to do more of something. What is that something? I don't know. All right, I guess I'll just heal up units as I can right now. Can't believe they got all the way up here with stuff. That's wild. Don't like that. All right, we do have more ozone though up there, so maybe we'll put another line of sublimates in there just because we can. All right, that's all there. We got a minute, so we gotta, I'm gonna actually cancel 2 of those just so that we can hopefully get these guys working, and then if we can have time for more, we'll get more. Come on, 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 come on. All right, cool. All right, we got 16 seconds, and then most certain destruction coming our way, but that's okay. Nope, it's Guardian. Crap, poop, 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 poop. There's no chance we're making it through this, especially if it's an aerial unit. We're boned. 116 enemies coming at us. God help us. All right, these guys I'm not super worried about. We can fix. They luckily don't do that much damage. Okay, now they're coming the other way. I should have replaced all these walls at some point, but I did not, so that's on me. Guardian's getting its butt kicked somewhere. Hold on, where is this happening at? Oh yeah, baby. Take that. All right, the Guardian is down. All right, this is the last hurrah for them on this side. Looks like the other side got everybody taken care of. We are at 6. 3, 2, 1. So we can rebuild all that stuff. We have 1 enemy wave remaining, and it's currently in progress, apparently. All right, I need you to rebuild that guy right there. That's our concern. There we go. There we go. And I don't know what this are like. Are they still having guys come and get us, or what's going on here? It says wave 10 is in progress, but I don't know what that actually means. So I think we should go investigate what that means. Because do we need to now damage things, or what is going on? So I'm going to take my crew over to this area here. Well, I should also fly over there and just see. All right, I'm going to send a small crew, and we're just going to keep exploring. But I believe we knocked out all the bad guys right now. And I should have built faster units, I know. I should have done lots of things, but I didn't. Still don't think we're going to be successful. I know we got the Guardian, but confused about why it says this wave is in progress still. And I'm just trying to use multiple units to explore a little bit if we can here. All right, that spot's done. That one's done. So let's go back to our place here and see what happens. Okay, I don't know what to do at this point. Although I really want to make some units right here and just have them have fun. So let's let them figure out. They know the way to get back to where we need to be. Doesn't appear there's any other pathway really. I'll use this guy to just explore the edges there, make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay. I'm going to take this crew and just head down and see if there's any other place to go, but other than that, I am at a complete and total loss of what I'm supposed to do at this point. Unless I need to fly over, like north of my base, up here where the Acolyte is, if that's a spot that I need to be doing something with, I don't know. But I think we're at a point. So I'm going to stop here and we're going to figure out what exactly is going on, or if the game's glitching out, or if I won, or what the deal is. I have no idea. We still have clearly not completed it because it's not giving us the idea here. But that's going to wrap us up here for today. So folks, thanks as always for joining me. Let me know what I need to do next, because as far as I can see, I haven't won, but I don't know what the deal is. And I guess we'll figure that out next time. Folks, thanks as always for joining me. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.